Hi, I'm Melanie from Blue Diamond, and today I'm going to be talking about confidence and imposter syndrome. Now, these subjects are different, and yet they are related as well. And when I'm talking to somebody and they're telling me that they are experiencing maybe some challenges with their confidence, or maybe they've stepped into a new role and they're doubting themselves, this conversation often comes up. And I love nothing better than turning around and grabbing some props off my shelf. Now, a little bit like Blue Peter, here's some I prepared earlier, and I am going to use these two squidgy hearts to describe something that I often find myself talking to my clients about. So, this one here is about confidence, confidence in terms of doing what we do. And this is about the competence that we have. Now, at a professional level, we all have a certain amount of competence. Sometimes we have qualifications, we have experience. Sometimes we have direct experience in dealing with complex subjects or difficult people or whatever it is. So we have a level of competence, and this can kind of go up over time as we go through different experiences and mature and take new courses and evolve and grow as humans. Sometimes it can feel like it's bobbing up and down. Certainly, if we go into a new role, it feels like, oh, we're starting again at the beginning, but we can quickly build up that competence again. In terms of our confidence, this can go up and down a little bit. And sometimes we might be feeling very buoyed up, sometimes we might be feeling down here. And overall, what we want to be doing is managing our confidence levels kind of on a par with our competence levels. And, some days it's going to be a little bit off, whatever, but overall, we're going to want to have that balance. Now, sometimes this becomes a bit unbalanced or imbalanced, and actually our confidence levels are lower than our competence levels. And this is what we call imposter syndrome. And sometimes we're like, well, I'm doubting myself, or I'm going to get found out, or oh, how did I find myself in this position? They're gonna find me out. The opposite sometimes happens where people's confidence levels are above their competence levels. And this is known as the Dunning-Kruger effect. I'm sure we've all come across people that we think maybe they're blagging it, or maybe they don't really know what they're talking about, but maybe they like to come across that way. Maybe they are deluded, maybe they are covering something up. Now, I don't know about you, but I actually would prefer myself to be slightly like this, with my confidence levels slightly lower than my competence levels, keeping myself in check, not getting complacent about things, and just generally being okay, driving myself forward. I think sometimes when people's confidence levels are too high, maybe other people are scratching their heads and wondering why they are in role, etc. And overall, ideally, we want to keep these things in balance. So that's what I use these particular stress balls for. And well, apart from using them for stress sometimes, but I hope that's been useful in terms of our competence levels and the confidence that we feel are not always aligned. And that misalignment sometimes can make us feel a little bit uncomfortable in our roles. So I hope that was useful today. Please subscribe below to catch the next videos that I make.